On this week's Throwdown, Jake and Travis demo the workout.
We've got dumbbell power cleans, strict handstand push-ups, dumbbell front squats, and then a heavy snatch at the end.
We release these workouts every Thursday right here on YouTube at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Join our entire community to practice the skill of competing.
Use the next 2 days to plan a strategy, grab some friends, and throw down on Saturday.
See where you stack up each week on our Throwdown leaderboard. It's free to sign up. Go to trainingthinktank.com/throwdown.
This week's Throwdown is a 2-part workout. Starts with an 8-minute AMRAP, 8 dumbbell power cleans, 8 strict handstand push-ups, and 8 dumbbell front squats, 50 pounds for the guys, 35 pounds for the girls. After that, you're gonna go immediately into a 6-minute window to find your 1 RM snatch.
The score on this workout is the combination of your total reps for the AMRAP and your total pounds lifted in the snatch. So for every snatch pound, that's 1 rep added to your total for the AMRAP.
Phone a friend, make sure you have a judge for this workout. For the movement standards this week, the dumbbell power clean, 1 head must touch the ground on each side, and then you make sure that your elbows pass the midline at the extension of each rep. For the handstand push-ups, we're doing a standard 36 by 24 inch box. Make sure that your body line is straight with arms fully extended and feet inside the box for each rep. And then finally for the dumbbell front squat, the dumbbell has to rest on your shoulders. It can be any way that you'd like. You don't have to hold on to the handles, and hip crease must pass below the knee on each rep.
Snatch, power snatch, or full snatch is good. The demo athletes this week have both been in the sport for a very long time. Travis Mayer is a 6-time games athlete, a little bit better than Jake at strength and high power cyclical stuff. Jake has been in the sport for a very long time, been to regionals, just missed out on the CrossFit Games, and is a little bit younger, a little bit better at gymnastics stuff. So you can use that as context for you planning your own workout strategy.
If you guys are looking for some fun summer clothes, we have these shirts on sale online until June 7th. You can look as cool as Max.
No, probably not.
Or even cooler like Mia.
Or you can get one of these Corpus Animus podcast mugs, or just listen to the Corpus Animus podcast, which is released every Wednesday.
Let's go check out Jake and Travis's strategy. Shit.
I'm going to win. That is my strategy. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're going to be having some dumbbell power cleans, handstand push-ups, and front squats. For that, I'm going to try to just do all the power cleans, of course, unbroken, handstand push-ups unbroken. The bigger part will be the transition from the front squat into the clean. I'll probably set it down for a split second, pick them right back up. For the 1 RM snatch, I don't know, we'll kind of see what energy is brought in here and how we're feeling. Hopefully, it'll be a good day. In all honesty, I haven't snatched in about 2 weeks, so we'll see. I'm hoping probably 265, 75, somewhere in that ballpark of range, and we'll kind of see, and then I'll just push Jake over mid-workout and then take the W.
My strategy would be probably to stay unbroken as long as I can. I'm interested to see how the dumbbell power cleans will affect my strict handstand push-ups, just because they're essentially swinging curls. But I don't think my biceps are needed as much on my strict handstand push-ups. I'm pretty good at those, so I think I'll be able to hang on unbroken. It's only 8 minutes. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go from the front squats right into the dumbbell power cleans, just because I'm not going to be holding them. Might have to set them down, pick them up. And then hopefully I'm recovered enough to max my snatch. 275. I think that's right around what Travis is gonna hit, so hopefully we're going back and forth. He said he hasn't snatched in a couple weeks. I think that's just an excuse, but. And I know he said something about me being shorter, so I'm gonna have to lap him for that one.
Those interviews couldn't be more opposite.
All right, and the swinging curls begin.
They are moving fast to start.
I do not move this quickly.
No, and they blow my shoulders up, so this would scare me to go right into handstand push-ups.
This combination of dumbbell power cleans and handstand push-ups just wrecks me. It's that and double unders and handstand push-ups. Yeah.
I was not prepared to count handstand push-ups that fast.
Yeah,
like that's never happens. It's like, oh, you're done.
All right, so they're gonna finish their first round in 40-ish seconds.
Yeah, it's a fast clip. I don't think people can expect to do that. But
40 seconds. So Travis went out hot because he just went right into his power cleans. Looks like Travis's movement speed here on the power cleans and front squats a little quicker, and Jake is just way faster on handstand push-ups. But it's only round 2.
It's only not even a minute in.
Yeah, working out next to Travis has been very demoralizing because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go out fast. And then I go out fast and he's still moving like half a round faster than me in the first round. I'm like, what is going on?
You just have to ignore, pretend he's not there.
Yeah, both their movement speed is just so fast. If you watch Jake on the strict handstand push-ups, he was doing less than a second per rep, which is just like blazing.
Flying.
And especially in a workout where it's short like this, you want to have a fast turnover if you can.
He figured out a good transition there. I know in his interview he said he wasn't sure if he was going to have to put them down to put his hands on the handle, but he kind of like throws them off his shoulders and catches them on the way down.
Yeah, I like they both have a strategy where they're doing their dumbbell front squats without holding on to the dumbbells, and I think that is super valuable. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but just holding on to something ends up making my shoulders blow up more. So if you can kind of get him resting on your shoulders, kind of puts the stress on your traps a little bit, but like this position right now that Jake has where he's kind of just holding the front of the dumbbells, it just allows your shoulders to be a little bit more relaxed in the front rack.
And I think it allows you to be able to breathe a little bit more. Like I can stay more upright that way, and so then I feel like I'm not just like compressing my core and like taking really short breaths.
Yeah, when I talked to Travis afterwards, he said his shoulders blew up, and you could see that position. His elbows are like way forward, almost like a front rack, and if your shoulders are forward like that, you're actually having to hold them up. So it makes sense that they're going to get a little bit more fatigued. So Trav took a little bit of rest there between his front squats and dumbbell power cleans. Looks like he's about 3 to 4 reps behind now.
Yeah, the big difference so far has been handstand push-up speed. That's kind of saved Jake maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and then that one break that Travis took.
Yeah, so Trav's transition's getting a little longer here. It's funny, they seem long, but that's still only 5 seconds by the time he's up on the handstand push-up wall. It just gives context and perspective for like, that's so unrealistic. I did the demo last week, and you were saying my rest breaks were long at 25 seconds. Now we're saying Travis's are long at 5 seconds. Yeah. So it's like elite athlete and normal people.
There's definitely
25
a
seconds
spectrum.
is kind of long, Max.
Yeah.
I think it's
let's comment on this demo.
I think it is worth saying there is always going to be a spectrum, and it's all relative to based on your own abilities. But learning ways to mitigate the rest times always will help in the end with total reps or how fast you need to go in a workout.
Yeah, I mean, if you can cut 5 seconds per transition off of this workout has basically 3 transitions, but before you get back to the beginning of a round, if you can cut 1 or 2 seconds off of each round or each transition, it could be 6 seconds a round for 5 rounds is another 30 seconds of work in a very short workout.
Yeah, and just like we've talked about before, you see in qualifiers, or especially the open where there's hundreds of thousands of people, that's a ton of spots on the leaderboard. So little things like that obviously will allow you to succeed without doing any extra work.
So Jake called his shot in this workout. He said he's going to lap Travis, and you think he'll actually do it?
He's getting close. He's getting close. Closer and closer.
Yeah. Yeah, the handstand push-up speed too, like Trav's resting a little bit at the top. So they're a little bit more labored, a little slower. Body weight discrepancies. What's Mike doing?
Great
Trying
job,
to stay
Mike.
out of the frame.
No, you were still there.
Yeah, we still saw you, Mike.
That big old body sliding through the frame.
Yeah, movement speed here actually slows down a little bit too, just the squat cadence. Still pretty fast.
That happened with Jake as well.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like that's where their movement did slow down.
Yeah, Jake was pausing a little bit at the top, but I think that's probably a good idea so you don't have to set him down and do like sets of 4, especially for these guys.
Yeah, this transition here from front squat to power clean, Jake seems to have one that's just a little bit faster of a cadence, but now his transitions are getting longer too. You think he looks like he's looking over at Travis waiting.
I think he knew at this point that he was going to claim a victory on this part and was kind of
saving himself for the snatch.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but you lose a little bit of urgency when you know you're that far ahead.
Yeah. So what is the strategy here? Do you just go all out in the Metcon and just hope that you could recover in that 6-minute window to do the snatches, or you save a little bit of juice? I feel like that's with one score that actually brings in some strategy into play.
For sure,
here.
which I think it makes this workout pretty cool. So a pound on the snatch equals 1 rep.
Yeah.
So if you out snatch someone by 25 pounds, then they can lap you in this workout and you're even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that for training purposes, it's just worth going all out and then seeing where you can snatch, because in the open, you're going to have to go all out in both. Like you can't just pace the first part, unless the workout maybe is similar to this, but even then, the top guys or girls, they're going to snatch a ton and they're going to go fast in the workout, so you just got to train both.
Yeah. Does Travis have a judge?
Yeah, Ryan is
He's
staying
just out of
frame.
Just wanted to make sure.
We felt bad for him. He got last. Just do whatever you
Hey, we're
want.
just gonna have Jake be the demo. Yeah, so this workout probably will not be a super lung burner, super heart rate workout. I think it's going to probably be limited by local muscle endurance and probably for most people the handstand push-ups, would you say?
For sure.
Yeah.
The volume of them, I know, like, I think I did 60 for time and it took me 8 minutes. So they're doing that plus all the other work, and I'm obviously not going to be able to do that. So I think you got to factor in how you're going to approach this workout, whether you just go out fast and wait for your handstand push-ups to break down, or kind of set yourself on a clock where you're doing like, 8 fast power cleans, longer transition, 4 on the handstand push-ups, long transition, long front squats. It's going to be a way different type of workout for people that have a limitation that can't do these handstand push-ups unbroken.
Yeah, both of these guys are really good at handstand push-ups. I mean, Jake's probably one of the best in the world, and Travis is not far behind. So you can't expect just to go fast and unbroken like they're doing.
Yeah, that's gonna. Well, you probably could.
Definitely not as fast as they're going.
You just might not be able to squat like
Yeah,
this right now.
no, they're still squatting. I mean, Jake's still like really moving fast here, which is impressive.
Yeah, they look solid. They're coming up on the end of the workout. 40 seconds left. Movement speed still looks pretty damn good. Jake just started to speed the transitions up. He's got to be aware of the clock now, kind of making a move. Final
he peeked
push.
over right before he started his dumbbell squats, which again, like that's another great example of someone that's like really experienced in the sport. They know where they're at all the time, and they're planning their workout around that.
Yeah, the elite workouts almost all the time are going to have so many reps, or such a small amount of reps can be so many places. So these finishing kick where you can like sprint at the end of a workout makes such a big difference. So like just getting over here and getting some front squats in, like that could be a big differentiator in a qualifier.
Yeah.
All right. Damn it, Jake, dropping the dumbbells. You're fired from our demos.
Get out of here.
All right, so now on to the snatches.
This is where they're both going to snatch 275, 280, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they said.
Cool.
Travis was 265 to 275. Jake was, he said 275, around 275,
Yeah.
right?
What's
All right,
crazy
let's
is by the open, they'll both do that. Like they're just going to keep training for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Or even by the games. I think
Yeah.
Trav, there was a period of like 6 weeks of good training leading into before quarantine when he was getting ready to go to West Coast Classic, where he had hit 275, I think, an average of 3 times every 2 weeks for a 6-week stretch. So he was just like dialed in and polished with his snatch. But let's see where it is now. Oh, missed 185. So
Look like me, Travis.
not the best.
I think that people need to realize that your legs and shoulders are both going to be pretty blown up. So like that's both things on the snatch.
Yeah, so to combat this, open up potentially lighter and just kind of build a rhythm. So even just open at 135 and get one like under your belt, or wait longer. You know, that I feel like is just bad for confidence.
Travis gave himself the no rep.
The arm shake, no rep.
Jake just put more weight on. He's like, whatever.
Yeah, so Jake went from 185 to 205, and Travis has 2 misses at 185 so far. Excellent demonstration of proper snatch technique under fatigue.
Don't do this, guys that are watching.
Don't do this at home. All right, let's see. Trav, third attempt at 185. Sloppy power snatch. What is going on right now? I wasn't here to witness this. Oh, and a miss at 205.
So
this is not
Jake is
a
still at 0.
Yeah.
Travis is at 185. Also,
Bachelorette Luke P. walking across the screen.
I kept telling Jake to put clips on to make your lifts count, and he wouldn't do it, and I was getting really stressed out.
Oh, man, another lift.
But look what he does.
And he's going up to 225. All right, so this is not a general strategy that I would tell people.
Yeah, should we
I would
just
say.
cut it right here? Don't do this.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? Sometimes having a demonstration of what not to do is just as valuable as having a demonstration of what you should be doing. Yeah, I think open lighter, hit your lifts, build confidence. If you know your legs are messed up, maybe play with power snatches. If your shoulders messed up, wait for longer. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Trav now 215. All right, that looked a little
Much
bit better.
You can see how fatigued his shoulders
Yeah.
are. Like a real quick shift.
Oh, man.
Jake is so fast underneath the
stressed out.
bar, but his pull has to be a little more aggressive there, I think.
Yeah, so we're at I think Trav's jumping to 235, and now Jake finally put clips on. So this will be Jake's first lift that counts no matter what. I think it's always
Jake did say that he felt like he didn't have much of a pull, probably from the dumbbell power cleans or the swinging bicep curls. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah, that goes. All right, so we have until 14 to lift, and still no successful lift for Jake.
You can see Mia getting antsy over there, like,
Yeah,
come on now.
Jeez. Yeah. I didn't see this in person. I didn't realize what a beautiful display of snatching under fatigue we were going to be watching here. You should have warned me. He actually kind of did warn me.
tell you.
Yeah.
They said they spent most of the time. I don't know what you'd call this.
All right,
There
first
you go,
successful
Jake.
lift. Still
Nice.
not as clean as we'd probably like to see it, but it counts. Trav standing
Travis
up
is getting into
235.
a rhythm now.
So, I mean, after watching this, I feel like almost certainly, Jake hit his first lift basically 3 minutes and 45 seconds after the end of the Metcon.
Yeah.
So take that into consideration that you might want to finish the workout, have an empty bar, do 2 reps, put on something light, do 1 rep, put on something a little bit heavier, and almost build confidence as you're getting more recovered, and plan on basically only having 2 or 3 working lifts that are closer to the end of the time cap, as opposed to, this was probably pretty stressful mentally. I mean, props to them for figuring out how to kind of get through the misses and build. Ooh, man,
Nice
he gets
job.
deep. Good
Yeah.
save. Yeah, so this kind of illustrates two completely different snatch styles of, somebody that is a little bit less strong pulling, that has a very, very deep bottom position, versus Trav, who's much stronger pulling and a little bit more vertical in the catch and not as deep. All right, so that's 255
55,
miss
yeah.
for Travis.
What was that Jake just had on there, Mia?
He hit 235.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he jumped to what?
I think this may be either 245.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're way off their estimated. So in our research, basically, like, an elite athlete generally in competition time will be somewhere around 90 to 95% of their 1 rep max in this type of a format, hitting it. So both of them are either out of practice, or it was just a bad snatch day, which happens sometimes. Who knows what
Or
they did
this
in training.
combo.
And
Yeah.
the movements
Yeah.
that the data that we have, the movements do dictate, obviously, that percentage. So,
Makes a difference.
Yeah, it can even drop down below 90%, but not, for the best of the best, both male and female, they're pretty close to 90 to 95.
Yeah. So that's probably where they were estimating their numbers,
Right.
but that was not where they went. So Trav's watching the clock, right at the buzzer. Let's see if he hits 255. I think they both got 255 on the bar.
Nice save.
Man, what a save.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that was a good lift. Ooh, Jake almost hit that too. All right, so there's the lifts and the workout.
Yep. So the way it added up, Jake ended up winning by 4 reps, even though he lapped him in the workout because Travis outsnatched him by 20 pounds.
Thank you for that wonderful math.
Just letting everybody know.
Project Pat, take us away.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Pata in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Pata.